Okay, so we've got 3 different gilts, 3 different litters here. Got a mixed bag, if you will, here. The first one that Anna's on is going to be an Around the Horn Quitting Time Silver Lining. That would have been a littermate to a Bora had called Hoosier Roots. The mother would be a littermate to Hoosier Roots, and she was successfully campaigned by the Russell family in a winter, and then again sired by Around the Horn. And then let's see what else we got here. We got a 13 litter. This one coming across the screen right here. We'll get on her. That's one of those banana breaths. There's 2 banana breath gilts in the litter. Another one, I love her added size, her height to shoulder. I think she could be a really good breeding gilt. One that has certainly deflated by getting moved in here today, and one that I think will surprise whoever the new owner is when she gets puffy. And then the 12 litter gilt here, the perfectly marked belted one, is another one of those confidences. Never too late, the king.
Yeah, I mean, there is differences between them. To start off here with the 12 litter gilt right here, another one, as I've talked earlier, not to sound like a broken record. There's enough of these market gilt shows or breeding gilt shows and buyers bidding on the same kind of pig, and I think she could be that type and kind. Proportions are good. Looks like one that'll jackpot well, and has some shape and muscularity. Square enough out of her hind leg, stout about her head, and I think a gilt that's just feeders. I mean, she'll feed incredibly good because all the indications are there, and one that has some extra shape and muscle. That gilt I actually like quite a bit. As Jake said, maybe didn't take the trip or fill up as good, but man, indicators are awesome on that gilt. This banana nut, I about said, maybe a son. 13-12.
Hope Kyle's listening.
There we go. I bet he is. That gilt there is out of an awesome litter. And those pigs I thought were really, really good. That gilt there is going to feed tremendously good because breeding gilt, I would probably call her like Jake did, square. She's tall enough. She's big enough. She's awesome in terms of her squareness behind with a giant kind of a hind leg. Those are the type of gilts that are easy feeding, that can take some feed and go to those 300-pound weight because they're not little roly-poly ones. They're big enough in their type and kinds, and that kind of structure and feature with good front feet and a good hind leg is a very good indicator on what they can do on down the way. The final one we're going to talk about is the 21 litter, and that 21 litter gilt offers some hardness to shape, and I think she's one that goes back to the quitting time, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
I remember that gilt jackpotting there a couple winters ago there for Russell's, and she's got some quitting time indicators in terms of just natural shape and muscularity. I think that gilt maybe could be as much market oriented in this pen as you want because she's naturally going to have that shape and muscle and going to have a little more oomph to her when it's said and done. She probably didn't fill up as good on the trip, but one that's got the indications in terms of staying good on her front feet and having that extra shape and muscle.